an SSD, don't buy a fucking hard drive.
So just don't have a computer.
Yes.
Well, I have a 240 SSD as my
What about all
boot
the
drive.
poor people that?
Well, they go die.
I have a 1 terabyte hard drive. Whoa.
I'm not even poor. I'm just frugal.
Use your SSD for your OS and some core programs, but use a regular hard drive for everything.
You're not poor. You just
Get at
spend
least 2 terabytes.
You just spend all your free money on drugs.
Holy shit.
I don't do that either, actually.
You don't do
shit.
drugs, huh?
Guys, guess what?
What?
The WD
Yeah.
the WD Black 2 terabyte is more expensive than the WD Gold 2 terabyte.
It's what is that? Western? What is the WD again?
Western Digital.
That's what it was. What is the difference between blue, gold, black, all that shit?
Blue is consumer line, black is performance line, gold is enterprise class, which is basically black but a longer warranty and more cash.
So you're saying black is the best, basically?
Gold is the best.
I mean,
And
it's
it's
a normal
currently-
hard drive. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, man. If it's blue, black, green, purple, pink, it's gonna be a hard drive.
What's funny is
What do
WD
you-
has a
what do you
green
have?
and purple.
Like a fucking
And
2 terabyte SSD or some shit?
I do.
I'm not willing to spend $250 on an SSD.
What would you be willing to spend $250 on? Because I can't think of something better.
You know, right?
I will strongly recommend though that you get at least 2 terabytes, because if a 1 terabyte might seem like until you install a game that is 80 fucking gig.
Yeah, 2 terabytes is like the minimum nowadays.
I got a 1 terabyte for free. A WD Black 1 terabyte for free from my friend, and I was like, oh, this will be fine. And then I installed The Witcher 3 and Rainbow Six Siege, and there.
Yeah, you need 2
I
terabytes
have
for sure.
I have like a 2 terabyte external drive that I use to store like media on, mostly
Yeah,
movies and TV shows. And then I have a terabyte drive, and I have my OS on a 320. But this PC is real old, so I don't have anything solid state.
I've pretty much got your setup except switched. I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I've got a 1 terabyte external for all my media. Mostly, I don't have a lot of movies saved. Mostly gameplay recordings.
I only have a 1 terabyte SSD, it looks like. But then I have a 2 terabyte external and then another 1 terabyte external.
How much fucking money did a 1 terabyte SSD cost?
I don't know, I got it several years ago.
So
Well,
was
if
it
you got
even
it-
more expensive then?
No, if he got it several years ago, depending on how long ago, it could actually be cheaper than the SSD prices now.
I traded them a small Ethiopian boy for it, so I got a good deal.
So really, I paid $88 back in 2016 for 16 gigabytes of RAM. The same kit is still over 100.
I miss when RAM was cheap. God, that was nice.
At its peak, this past year, I think it was almost 160 for that exact.
If we get anybody else,
These people have a game, like coffee, but they're fucking Canadian and bitches, so they don't play it with us.
What game?
Crusader Kings.
I have the game. I'm just not willing to put in time to learn it, and I don't want to ruin your experience.
I mean, you not showing up is doing more to ruin our experience than you getting yourself murdered because you don't know how to play.
How is not showing up ruining your experience?
because it's more fun. It is a if you want to know how fun this game is, it's basically directly proportional to the number of people in the game.
Okay, I'll launch it right now.
Who invited him?
Hey, George just did. Also, hey, you should install Ultimate Chicken Wars.
Yeah, you should. You should install Ultimate Chicken Wars.
How have you not installed Ultimate Chicken Horse yet?
Yeah, you can put it on an external drive. It's not
Dude.
gonna matter. It's not like the.
I'm fucking exhausted.
You know what I think you should do?
I'll bite. What do you think you should do?
It's a great question, AGR. I think you should install Ultimate Chicken.
Yeah, usually things are so much better when you just ignore him.
Okay, I just opened Crusader Kings for literally the first time, and I have to have an account.
I think that's
Uh-huh.
the reason why I've never had the drive to like buy an SSD or the need for one is because I primarily play like non, performance heavy games. I play a lot of indie games. Only in recent years have I bought more like demanding.
Maybe if you had an
games just to
SSD,
make
you
sure.
wouldn't die to stutter all the time.
No, that absolutely
great
is
question.
true. But like I said, I plan to move to Alberta in the next 3 weeks or so. So I
Yeah.
do not
So,
need to.
It
If
does
I
not
hit-
make a difference.
What is there to do in Alberta
It
besides
doesn't
play
make a
DFT?
difference? Are you fucking on drugs?
I didn't
No,
say
it's in Tarkov. It will not make a difference. The game stutters it.
Oh, stutters.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're talking about.
I think it'll definitely improve your experience.
Well, who was it? Trash Panda said he went from HDD to SSD and saw stuttering decrease. I'm not saying that's the only reason to get an SSD.
Ready up!
I don't have that many games that really require
It's
me to do
loading.
that.
We'll let Meta get in here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to eat.
Oh my gosh.
And when are you talking about Alberta? What? What do you know about my life? You don't know me.
I like the soundtrack.
Also, Hayes, you should get back into Tarkov with us.
I just know I haven't had time. I'm a busy man.
Then at the very least, you should install Ultimate Chicken Horse. Let me ask you this, Hayes. Do you like hurting other people? No, don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. You're a cop. Do you enjoy making other people suffer? Again, rhetorical question. Don't answer it. You're a cop. We already know the. Well, if you would have rhetorically said yes to that, if I'd allowed you to say to either of those questions, then you will enjoy Ultimate Chicken Horse.
To be honest with you, I don't answer questions.
You never answered a question before?
I don't answer questions.
I'd like
Please
to
answer
invoke
question.
my Sixth Amendment rights.
Buckfino Toady 2.
So it
What?
says that I'm connecting.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how long this is supposed to take. Oh, connection failed.
Are you Fuckfino Toady 2?
No.
I'd like to invoke my 18th Amendment rights.
It says that the join game button is now grayed out.
Yeah, you clicked the wrong thing. There's a bug with this game. You gotta close it and open it back up.
Like
What you
the whole
have to
game.
do. Okay, listen close.
Yes, the whole game.
restart your game, like you have to restart the entire fucking game. When the main menu hits, you click multiplayer, and then instead of doing it through the multiplayer menu, you shift tab and you join off of one above.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried doing that, but I couldn't figure out where the button to actually join the.
Yeah, that's part of why you
I
have to. It's a pain in the ass. It's part of why you want to do it. Just make sure that you're in the multiplayer menu when you do that, or it won't work. You'll have to restart.
How long has this bug?
It's intentional. It's because of a different bug that makes it possible to like bring weird effects from single player into multiplayer accidentally. So because they had this problem, anytime you do anything in the game that could possibly result in bringing like single player values into multiplayer, it just won't let you play multiplayer. It just grays out. It's a bug that's existed since almost the beginning of the game, if not the very beginning of the game.
But they're
Okay,
not
so
paid to fix bugs.
I'm trying to join off of Underdark.
Uh-huh.
Still connecting. Connection failed.
Neat.
Did you make the account thing you had make?
I will mention
Am I
You
supposed to have
can.
an account?
It like if you want to use the forums and stuff, I don't think that you have to do it to just play.
Yeah, I didn't make a
Um,
fucking account. I think I'm gonna make a fucking account for this element.
So no, but why don't you try? Have you looked in the server list? Because it does show up in the server list.
Yeah, he does show up.
Just click
Just
on it.
just double click on him, and you should join him from that server list.
Okay, so I open it up, I hit play.
But you hit play.
On the like the launcher.
Hmm.
Hey, did you know what I was doing today?
What?
So I hit multiplayer.
Hold on a minute.
Ah, this is Sea of the Shitland. Sheetland. Huh.
And should I wait or should I hit refresh internet?
Just hit refresh internet.
And then just double click on Haze.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh.
God.
Well, that worked. Click on the map to select a character. Tell me what to select.
Okay. Well, there's a limit to how much it matters, but you should pick a character. I don't know what the best one for you would be.
It looks like it's giving me two options on the right side, but it's also
No,
allowing me to
there's-
just click
there's
anywhere on.
literally anywhere in the world
I
you
have
can
one
click on and
count.
play, but
Oh, it's apparently it's a theocracy. Never mind. I thought I
yeah,
had
you
one.
can't
So-
play anything in my territory because I have a Merchant Republic set up and you'll break it.
I'm trying to look for
So,
a small
I-
person.
Hayes is like the king of the country, so let's give him a minute to see if he can find someone convenient that you could join in the
He
country.
might be able to
but
take
otherwise-
over Vivares to the northwest of Lombardy. And he can just swear fealty to you.
Also, this music is fucking loud as shit.
Yeah.
That's what sound settings
Yeah.
are for.
You'll need to wait until we get in there to change that.
You could also
if
give them something in the lowlands, like Flanders or something.
You pick like that, one of those single counties, Fritzardzia or Hisi. I don't know if
Marburg.
those-
Take Marburg. They'll probably be the best, easiest one for you.
Where the fuck is Marburg?
South of Saxony.
I don't know where Saxony is either, man.
Go to your easternmost stuff.
Yeah.
And then north of that, you got those two counties there, Fritzelar and Marburg.
Yeah. That's the ones I was talking about.
Yeah, just take one of those.
Okay, I am going all over England.
Nope, it's
And
on the continent. Go towards center Germany.
Yeah, we own stuff all over the place.
He isn't loaded in all the way yet, so he can't see the current boundaries.
Oh yeah, we'll have to
I-
wait
I
until
can
you're
see
loaded in.
boundaries.
Right, just wait for you're
they'll
still at
change.
70% loading, so just wait for
The
that to
boundaries
finish.
will change. You can't see the current condition of the map. You see what it looked like
You see
when
geography.
the game started.
It's changed a little.
Oh, West Francia, Middle Francia, Lombardy.
Yeah, they don't
That's
exist.
all changed.
A lot of that doesn't exist anymore. It's all Britannia.
Or some other horrible mess.
España.
I do not see the actual load.
Right,
We
you
did
haven't
load
finished
up.
loading yet.
You just wait. You're at 80.
Sit down and be quiet, boy.
A loading bar somewhere.
It sounds like everybody DC'd. What happened?
No, we got moved to the Strategery channel.
Okay. So yeah. Hayes, I was playing some Mountain Blade. You remember I was trying to get people to play it and nobody wanted to play it.
Yeah.
I found out that they made a like the Persistent World mod got I think abandoned last year, and another team picked it up and made a different mod using it. And they added a bunch of stuff. So that got me looking at pictures, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I was opening up the map editor and playing around with it.
Yes. The map editorial.
I don't know why. Sometimes this goes really fast for me, but it seems like every person you add, it just goes slower and slower.
Spectre is changing his character.
I am? What?
I don't know. You are Sultana. Oh, you switched back. Okay.
I don't know why it switched over. That's weird.
That happens.
Man, the Corinthians are back.
Marisburg is on the Elbe.
No, it's just the east of the Rhine. Marburg. M-A-R-Burg.
For the Deutschland!
It's right next to Berg.
Yes.
Marburg, right next to Frankfurt.
Yes, just north of Frankfurt, west of Berg. But you have to finish the loading before you can probably select it.
He will work harder.
So you know how for a while there Saxony just owned like all the Netherlands, or not all the Netherlands, all the Nordic countries. Apparently, it's now turned into Estonia up there.
There's a lot of names on this map.
There's a lot of people in this game. Every county has barons and mayors and bishops and
Well, maybe in other
Yeah,
people's
okay.
territory.
Before we start, I shall be back.
My territory is suspiciously, you know, lacking.
vacant.
No, it's not
Mhm.
vacant. I'm there. I own all the baronies.
Whenever the next time you guys play this, I will join for sure. I'll install it. It's not installed right now.
Cool, cool.
Fair enough.
Cool.
I've only put like I think like 4 hours into this game. I really do like grand strategy games though, especially this kind of one where it's like family and dynasty rather than a country that you're ruling. Do you guys play with DLC?
Yes, we play with all the DLC. Don't worry about the random Hazel kick him in a minute.
That random's gonna finish loading before meta does.
Is it based off of my internet speed or my hard drive or what?
Yes.
Okay.
All of the above plus connection to host probably.
No, that's how loading works.
What am I sitting at right now?
97.
97.
I like how Denmark has territory down like where Serbia
You
is.
stopped though because I think it's decided to give all your bandwidth to this random. So as soon as Hayes gets back.
I'm gonna have to go to bed by the time this loads.
It's really only taking so long because this other person is using all the bandwidth. You haven't moved since he started. He's at 75%.
Is this game like have like a drop in drop out system, or is it like Risk where someone leaves?
You can drop in and out, kind of, but it's not like Stellaris. You know.
Like the AI doesn't take over.
No,
There's no
the-
hot join in the middle of a session once it starts.
Yeah.
Man, Nate, you really got to password protect your shit.
Nah. I mean, usually it's not that big a deal. The inconvenience of typing a password versus the inconvenience of Hayes having to do something. Well, Dr. Mulberry is finished.
He's probably looking at the map going, what the fuck?
I'm sure.
Is you gonna boot this guy?
Hayes has gone AFK. Which means it's time to plot a revolution.
Oh my god.
What?
I just realized I could actually move the map.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember from playing Crusader Kings was the first thing you want to fucking do is click the little realms button on the top, so you're actually looking at borders and not just plain
The first
graph-
thing I like to do is click on all the territories and make music with the thing.
music.
Yeah, 'cause it plays different
Nobody
notes
else?
when you click on stuff. I do that too each year.
Oh, okay. But as a new player, I'm saying for meta, the first thing you should do is probably click the realms button.
That's what I've been looking at, but I'm not
Yeah,
actually looking at the current realms.
He's still at 97.4. It hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not actually in the game yet.
He just seems to have stalled out at 97.4.
Indeed.
Do you have your game minimized or something?
No, it's full screen.
Hey, we're getting more randoms.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that random's loading, so it's not like Hayes has disconnected the server.
Maybe you should check your task manager, see what's going on with your computer. Unless doing that would cause the program itself to like hang and crash, then don't.
AGR being all polite. I like Barnaby's.
Who's Mulberry?
The rando that joined. I just like these two randos joined. Oh, okay, it's a private game, no problem. Oh, by the way, it's other rando here. He's a total moron.
Damn, there's so many freaking religions.
But yeah, did you guys already?
There's
start
really only
the-
two.
Did you guys already start the game? Because my Crusader
No.
Kings is installed. If I don't want to hold you guys back, but if
No, go
No,
ahead.
get in,
Go on, get in. Come on, quickly. There's a whole other county up for grabs. You can be next to Meta.
So there's
No, you might.
Bone and Tangri
I
and
hate to say this,
Sulaminska.
you might need to like disconnect 97.4. It should be going a lot faster than that, and
You should have finished a while ago. Something's
You
wrong.
should have been able to do it 3 times by now.
Yeah, I would disconnect and try again.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, this isn't like a supercomputer game.
No,
so-
your loading has just completely stopped. The time
if
that
I
it's
hit
been
back?
stopped, you'll have to restart
Yeah,
the whole game.
hit back and then quit the whole game.
I don't know what the issue is, but this is a processor-heavy game, so it could be something related.
Not for
mean,
loading.
It's just
For
it's
running
just a
it,
little
sure.
buggy.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just a little
fair.
buggy. It probably just
It's just in the game that's happening.
Yeah.
Besides, there's really only 2 religions you need to know about. Well, 3 religions. There's the Catholics, the Muslims, and everybody else. We've already had one crusade against everybody else.
The Muslims are our current great rivals here. They're dangerous.
Yeah, but if you look, we're slowly infecting Spain with Catholicism. So
It's true, but we're like the last bastion of Catholicism. There's so much just heresy and
Yeah, I wonder whose fault is that. There's just heresy all over the fucking place. Half our fucking counties are like Fratercelli or Cathar or Waltensinian. Fuck, we even have a goddamn Lullard place in Ireland.
Do the F keys do anything in this game?
I never
I don't
use them
remember.
for anything.
I don't use them either.
Okay, because I have my push to talk key set as F8. So, I don't know.
I mean, that would just be in the game options. You should
I'm back.
check
Where's
that.
medic comment?
Several other people connected and they loaded, but his loading stopped as soon as they connected, and then it never came back. So he had to restart.
I was told to restart.
All right. Well, cool.
But coffee's coming.
It's so fucking loud. How do I select a character?
You don't
You're
get to do anything until it's
yeah, you're only
done
at
loading.
15% loaded.
Oh, okay.
I know, it is really
If you
loud.
click on the player tabs in the upper right, it will show you your load percentage.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going up decently fast.
You are.
Oh, thank God. The music came to a lull for a second in my ears.
Before I entered the multiplayer, I went to options and turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
CK2
pretty sure.
is not responding.
Shock.
I'm pretty sure I've turned all the music off.
Me
Can you
too.
hear me?
I don't. Yeah, we can hear you. I don't dislike the music.
So CK2 is not responding.
Okay.
Close it. Bring it back up. No big deal.
This is the third time it's happened.
I have found that Paradox
What?
games don't like you using voice chat while it's still loading. That tends to cause problems.
Okay, so
What I've
Or
noticed
touching
is
the keyboard.
don't touch anything while it's loading into the primary game before the menu, and then once you're like, if you're trying to change a setting in the menu, wait till it's finished before you touch anything. Stuff like.
Treat this game like it was written by people who wrote code in the 80s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And not the good code from the 80s. No, this is the shit code.
Okay. Quit Steam again. Should I restart?
That shouldn't be necessary.
I mean, if the multiplayer menu's not blanked out, then it should be fine.
Should I quit Chrome?
Yes.
Should I quit Task Manager?
That doesn't matter. It's more because Chrome will just eat a couple gig of your RAM. And that will
I have
interfere.
16 gigs.
It'll eat a couple gig of your RAM, and that will interfere with CK2.
I have like 10 gigs free right now. And when I was loading, I had.
Alright, I'm in.
You did
who
ask
should I
him
choose?
whether you should do it.
Oh,
You
fuck,
asked
I
my opinion. My opinion
still
is...
cannot hear anything. One second. I'm gonna lower the overall game volume and then I'll change it in settings later.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, if I
Holy
remember, like, the default music is, like, Angry Strahd at the organ just pounding away.
Yeah.
No, I like the music. I just like it at the very minimum settings.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Grand Mayor Ursus, sorry. Do Sebastianos of Dyrrhachion.
I mean, those are the default republics, but you can just be a count. You don't have to be a republic. Or, Coffee, you're familiar with how to play the game, right?
No. I'm very, like...
Okay.
I've played the game. When I played it, like, a year ago for 4 hours, I understood it fairly well, and then I just got, like, you know, it wasn't... it didn't keep me in single player.
Sure.
I still liked it.
All right, so do you know where Germany is?
on this giant. Let's see. Middle mouse click. Jeez, I guess it's to regions here. Realm.
If you go to realms, you see the Saxony in continental Europe above a section of Britannia, and around where Germany is in today.
Looking where Germany is today.
Well, are you zoomed in enough where you're seeing the county names?
Yes.
Okay,
zoomed
do you
out right
see-
enough, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, do you see Fritzlar?
It's gray if you're on realms,
Right.
and it's surrounded by dark and light red.
How zoomed in should I be?
Enough to see.
I see
Yeah.
Denmark. I see Sweden.
Well,
Okay, you're
that's-
too far out. Zoom in more.
zoom in.
You'll see those country names give way to county names.
You're looking between the Rhine and the Elbe. Fritzelar is an independent county, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's surrounded by Saxony and Britannia. Its neighbor is Marburg. So it's like two counties surrounded by Saxony and Britannia. Between
If I
two
zoom out
major
all the
rivers.
way, what country am I in here? Germany. You said.
Yeah, head to
No.
Germany. Zoom out all the way, head to Germany, then
Well, it's
zoom.
not gonna say Germany.
It won't say
It's
Germany.
talking about geographically
Yeah.
Germany.
Go
All right. What is above?
Saxony. Go to Saxony. In continental Europe, where Germany is today. Or, do you have another computer handy, Coffee?
Another computer? I do have a laptop.
I mean, you can pull. I streamed this, so
I also
know,
have another monitor.
just look at that because I'm looking right at it. Sure, but if you pull up
Alright,
my stream,
alright.
you'll just see me staring right at this county.
Okay, that'll work.
Meta, you're stuck again at 1%.
Yeah, I just switched to my phone so I could do voice chat because you told me not to do it on my computer.
What is your Twitch or what are you streaming off?
It's Twitch TV VIP _Underdark.
So
I mean, you're stuck. You should be moving. The
And you're not,
first
yeah.
percentage. Yeah, the first percentages are supposed to move fast. It slows down when you get like over halfway, but if you're stuck at 1.3%, there's something very wrong. I don't know if it's your internet. I don't know if it's your connection to the host. I don't know what it is, but you got something borked.
Okay, Jesus Christ, yeah, found it. All right, Saxony. I'm in Saxony.
Right, so if you go south, you'll see the great county of Fritzlar, between Saxony and Britannia. Oops, I just clicked it. There we are. Okay, back to me.
By the time we start, it's gonna be time for bed.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you show up an hour and a half late, Ace.
You fucking backtalk me, you whore.
Alright, plan to assassinate the Emperor is a go.
What are you
How
gonna do?
come-
Is violate my
how-
3rd, 4th, 5th, 2nd, 1st, and 7th Amendment right? You fucking pig.
Been there, done that, bitch.
You know, there's only one amendment from the Bill of Rights that has never been litigated in front of the Supreme Court.
is this where we ask you which one that is?
No, I want you to guess.
I don't answer questions.
There's been a lot of Supreme Court cases about that one.
So
I do
Fritzlar.
not ever want to see.
Yeah, if you just click
Supreme
on it,
Court
it should change
case
you to the
again.
should change you to Count Charles of Fritzlar. There you go.
I'll be honest. I think we're gonna have to go without you, Meta. Otherwise, we're not gonna play any tonight because I do not have.
Yeah.
Forever.
I got the feeling he was giving up at this point anyway.
All right, ready up.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here. It's the 21st Amendment.
The third.
And someone else gets to explain to Coffee how to play this because I'm
Yeah, someone else is gonna have to do that, if not Hayes. I actually didn't want it to be Hayes, so thank God.
All right, just because you said that now, I'm not gonna stop talking until I disconnect in an hour.
So what you got to do, Coffee, is you first got to gather all your vassals in one place and then murder all of them.
Actually,
no,
before
no.
you do that, you need to take away all of their land.
Which one did
And
he
then
pick?
get back.
He's Fritzlar.
Here's the problem. I can't offer him vassalization. Oh, he's at a war.
Apparently he is defending against High Chief Udu, the Witch Hunter, in
That
the
guy who has...
Holsteiner prepared invasion of Middle Francia. He's at war along with Lower Lorraine, Upper Lorraine.
Well, he's fighting a
Alsace.
part of Saxony.
Yeah.
Or all of
Almost
Saxony, must
everything
be.
here is new to me, other than the fact that, like, the very core basics of the game I somewhat remember from the very few hours I played, but most of this is new because it's DLC. A lot of different stuff I'm seeing.
Bottom right corner to the left of the mini-map, what does it say your war score is at in your war?
Bottom right corner, you said?
Yeah, it'll be like a two swords with a person's picture in the middle.
Yeah, minus 60%.
So you're gonna
Prepared
lose.
invasion.
Yeah, you're gonna lose that war.
What, am I gonna lose my one location?
I don't think so. It's just a defensive pact, I think you'll be fine. I've already lost what town you were in. Jesus. There it is.
So
Intrigue view.
Did I not predict that I was just gonna waste 30 minutes of your time?
You didn't waste any of our time. Coffee got in here. We didn't lose any time. The time it took him to
I wonder
load,
if I could request to join.
nothing you did
that.
cost us a minute.
Yeah, I remember very little of this, though. The Spy Masters I did a little bit with, I had a few vassals, a few counts, not much
So,
stuff.
if he's at war with Saxony, maybe we just go to war with Saxony to save him.
He's not at war with Saxony. Well, he's only at war with like a
There's the
duchy of
planned
Saxony.
invasion, it says.
Yeah, but when I look in your
Holsteiner.
diplomatic view, yeah.
Age 34, opinion of me, minus 21. I gotta figure out what I'm looking at here. Take a look at my camp.
I feel like
I mean, we could go to a holy war for them.
What did you say, Meta?
kind of feel like having some waffles right now.
Some waffles this late at night.
I'm generally pro waffle.
So the High Chiefdom of Munster is huge. We could do that. Should we do that?
Send your chancellor on a diplomatic mission to improve relations with your vassals. Or
No, you want him to forge. You want him to forge a claim on the county next to you, that independent one.
fabricate claims.
Yeah, on Marburg, because then that gives you a pretext to invade Marburg and take it over. Then you have two counties.
Currently in Marburg to fabricate claims.
Isn't 2 counties better than 1 county?
Hey, someone check my threat really quick. What's my threat? Can we go to a war?
Why don't you check your thread? Do you forget how? Right click your portrait. It's 3.5%.
Alright, so let's go to war. Saxony.
Why don't we finish up the war we're currently in first?
It's
Alright.
it's for one county.
Alright, how do I get the rundown on my current situation right now? What's the best way to do that?
Look at all the numbers and flashing
Alright,
lights.
these people are dumb. So, in the top left corner, you have your picture of yourself. If you click that, someone deal with those rebels. They're in the mainland, that's probably near your territory.
Yeah, I'm raising the levies.
But anyway,
I
you click
already
your
have my
character
retinue over there.
portrait in the top left, you'll see some things. Your heir, that's who's gonna take over if you die. Your wife, her stats, basically just all out of your stats, and your stats are those colored boxes on the right. There's the little 2 swords, the chest with gold, all the different stuff. That's your diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning. Do you see the boxes I'm talking about?
You say cross swords?
No, I'm saying if you... Yeah, all those different colored boxes, right?
Yeah,
Skills.
Yeah,
Those are your skills. Yeah, the numbers on the left are what your default values are. The numbers on the right are what the state values are. So basically, after you add in your whatever your husband or wife has and what your council gives you, that's what those numbers are. Now,
some stuff uses the number in parentheses, and like personal stuff uses the other number.
Alright, well, I've lost the Battle of Cambria. There were no survivors.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Click your character portrait thing, and there should be on the right-hand side, just to the left of those colored boxes, there should be a little sword and shield saying leading armies or not leading armies. You want that to be red, not blue. Because if you lead any armies, you could die.
Where is leading armies red and blue relative to my...
Just to the left of those colored boxes, it's a sword and shield. In your character portrait screen.
I don't see a sword shield.
Okay, there's like 5 maybe circles. Okay, one of them's a golden cup with a blue background that says treasury. One's yellow with a red blood drop that says bloodline. One's purple and has a skull and an axe and it says kills.
Right, I found it. Yeah. Leading armies. You are allowed to lead armies personally.
Put it on red. Click it once.
Okay.
And it should be all red.
So that I don't send my king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My main dude that I'm playing out into the field of battle to be killed. Gotcha.
Yes. Now, just below that is some circled color things. Those are your traits. You only have like 5. Paranoid, kind, temperate, diligent, and gregarious. So you actually have decent traits. Those are all virtues for the most part, minus paranoid, and gregarious. And then your charismatic negotiator, that's just your education. You don't have the best, but you have a pretty decent one. What else do we got? In this screen, you can also see who your kid is, your child. For some reason, she's not your heir, so that'll be a problem. And then also
my brother.
Yes, that has to do with your succession laws.
So as long as I have a kid, change my succession laws, I'll be.
I mean, if your brother is got like a red blood drop on him, you're probably fine. Or if
his brother doesn't have good stats, he really doesn't want to be that person.
I mean,
it's better than dying though.
You can.
I mean, also my
stats are
brother seems to
fine.
hate
They're not-
me, so he's probably gonna.
But so, what else you got? Your vassals tab is down at the bottom there. Those shows the 3 people under you. The thing to note there is if you look at your bishop, he's paying you right now because he likes you more. That opinion is 100 of you and only 73 of the Pope. So whenever your bishops like you more than the Pope, they pay you. So that's always important to note. Your brother hates you, so he's not paying you anything, which is also important to note. Because tax money is good money. Your court, that's just all the people you could access that are in your direct realm thing. Don't worry about packs, any of that other stuff. It looks like you already have a focus, or a, what are those called? A focus and a ambition. Your focus, it's in the top right of this screen, just below your age and your name. It's yours is scholarship focus. You could change that if you want to have more kids. You could put it to family. If you want to get a cool dog that'll give you 1 health, or a cat, you would go like hunter, I think it
If you
is.
stick with scholarship, build an observatory, and then follow the events saying, "Is there something strange out there?" you will get a copy of the Necronomicon.
There's that. Anyway, and then your ambition is to groom an heir, which is good. So that helps you have more kids while you're trying to see one reach adulthood. My mouse is not working. Stand by. Okay. Now, the next tab to the right of that character portrait at the top is a crown. It says council, right? You see it?
Council by where?
Your character portrait tab, that picture in the top left, go one over.
Yeah, the first, yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you have someone in each of these positions. How you do that, even if they're already full, you can make sure the best people earn them. You
Right.
just click the point button near that chancellor, and then a list will pop up. And it should automatically sort by diplomacy with the highest numbers going down. But what you can do is you could click the little diplomacy, it's like a scroll, and
Yeah, I
that'll
see it.
reset the sorting. So,
So that'll choose the best options. It's basically like recruiting in
yeah, well,
any RTS, but
Yeah.
it does it for you automatically.
well, no. This is just sorting all the list of possible candidates. So, you just want to make sure you have the highest of whatever that skill is person doing your council job.
Specifically Chancellor or what?
Yeah, Chancellor would be the blue number diplomacy. You want the highest, the person who has the most diplomacy to be your Chancellor.
Giving people jobs also boosts their opinion of you, so sometimes it's better to have the second best
Do you
in
think
there
I
just so they
should-
don't hate you and they'll pay you more.
Do you think I should appoint a new Chancellor?
Does he have a better diplomacy number? It says your current Chancellor is what his diplomacy is at the very top. Then there's a resign button, and then right below that is the next, usually the next best.
Chancellor is Gene Marburg, opinion of the liege 69, personal diplomacy 20, all sorts of different stats. Mostly
Okay,
after that.
If
mostly
you fire
10,
someone, they
All
get
the-
mad.
yeah, all that matters is his diplomacy is 20. Do you have anyone who has a higher diplomacy than 20? If you scroll through your list of possible candidates. Using the appoint button.
Higher diplomacy than 20.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. Defensive pact opposing.
Don't worry about that.
Spin. Alright. My current. The diplomacy. Once I've selected the appoint tab, the diplomacy is the one closest to the left.
Yes, it's the scroll. It's blue, the blue number.
So Gene Chancellor Fritzlar has a diplomacy of 5, a poor diplomat. My best next would be 6. Still a poor diplomat, but one better.
Wait, so your current dude only has 5 diplomacy then?
Yes.
Yeah, then put the guy with 6 in it.
What about the other fact,
The other what?
like learning, intrigue, all that?
Yeah, well, so that's
The
what
only
you do
thing that
then.
matters is the one for the job.
Yeah, don't worry about his other skills. But then you will worry about those other skills for these other positions. Then you just kind of go down the line. You click Marshal, then you click Appoint. Then you see if your current dude has the most of the Marshal, which is red. The numbers you're looking for correspond on that on the left in that actual Council tab with the color of the name. Like Steward is green, Marshal is red, Spymaster's purple, Court Chaplain's gray. So just kind of go down that list and make sure you have all the best people for the job. And then once you do, I tell you what you do from there.
Alright, one sec. I've got a story bit here. Baron Savory, I might share the same blood, but we have always been different in minds. I can never stare in the sight of my brother. I think it's time I remind him of the reasons why. Once more, he is a most disgraceful Baron. This is beneath me.
Yeah, he's a bitch. That's what it says.
By mocking his character.
Just be careful he doesn't kill you, because then you'll be dead. Then you'll have to be that asshole.
So you're saying both of these options are terrible. He is the most disgraceful Baron, or this is beneath me, which is the more likely to give me a kill. I assume this is.
If you hover your mouse over those two options, it'll tell you, if you leave it there for a second, what the possible consequences are.
Well, I looked at that immediately. The most disgraceful Baron only has by mocking his character, and the this is beneath me seems to bring up his character symbol next to it. It doesn't say any extra thing.
Sometimes they don't tell you what the effects are, but that's just going to affect his relationship with you. I mean, he's not going to immediately murder you. He might start plotting, but he's not going to murder you as a direct consequence of the event.
I don't know. This is beneath me versus he is the most disgraceful Baron. I guess
If you hover over it, what it should say is like -20 with this guy for this long.
It doesn't say that for either. It just says the top one says by mocking his character. So I assume antagonizing would be worse than saying this is beneath me.
If it doesn't really say anything, it's
Sounds
just
like
a
they're both bad.
conversation piece, and it shouldn't matter.
All right, back to appointing the Chancellor. So I'm looking at which button do I click? And there's just so much fucking stuff going on. So there's a sorting, resign. Do I have to resign them first to click the other guy?
No.
No, you literally just, once you're in a point, you literally just click their portrait.
Yeah.
Are one of our laws messed up? Because it says we're gonna lose some stuff here. Oh, good.
Minor titles.
So did you pick all the things you had to pick?
Barely. It's a lot of fucking stuff.
No, I mean, did you just appoint everyone who had the highest stuffs?
I've done some of them. I was also looking at the immediate notifications that I had. New important decisions are available. Trainer, special minor titles.
Sure.
So when you're appointing each, I assume you want to fit into that category. So as Chancellor, you want their diplomacy to be the highest. Marshal, you want their martial ability to be.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So appoint people if they're going to hate you even after the appointment. Keep in mind they will like you more when they're put on the council. But it gets dangerous if you have counselors that don't like you, they'll plot against you.
Yeah, so you can't really go to war again because, man, everyone's joining these packs right now.
I sent you a message because I want to be friends. If you say a negative thing, I will plot to murder you. Don't you fucking say that.
Okay. So with the marshal, I'm looking at my best marshal has great marshalling abilities, but he's also infirm. Huge.
That means he's not going to be able to do anything.
So don't pick him. Pick the next best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He gets a minus to martial, intrigue, diplomacy, all that shit. So.
Fucking Cardinal is trying to kill my daughter. What a douche. This fucker's trying to kill me. Yeah, let's imprison him. He raised a flag in rebellion. Where is this Baron? Aha! Way over there. This guy's a Grand Mayor of Switzerland, like a patrician of Dull. So have you picked all that stuff yet?
Almost done, yeah. Alright, I have an incompetent scholar, but I'm good on it. Should I even choose a court chaplain yet, or no?
Yeah.
Even though the one that I have is the one option I have is.
If you don't have a court chaplain, then yes.
It's better to get somebody that has 5 points than somebody that has 0.
I mean,
'cause
he
it
has
gives those
2 points. He is completely incompetent. That's
No
still
better than 0. Alright, so now what you want to do is click that same leading armies button and make it all red for all those people. You don't want them to die since you don't have any other choices. Also, have you lost your war yet? You have. I sent you a pop-up. Accept that. Become my vassal.
Be my bitch.
Yep. I'm a vassal to you now.
For some reason... Oh, I could usurp your neighbor's duchy. Now I could give you a duchy, and you're not going to be a count anymore. You'll be a duke.
The only reason that Marburg guy seems like he's gonna say no to vassalization is the fact that we're far away. So he should be willing to agree.
Huh?
For you, the Marburg guy, can't you get him to agree to become a vassal? The guy next to him.
I think I just took his duchy, so he's gonna decline.
The only reason he says no to me is because I'm a distant rep. Why don't you give me Frankfurt or one of those other things connecting to him, and I'll just ask.
Take it.
I will be right.
Because it's super easy to just ask him and not fight a war.
And I like Frankfurt. It's a cool place. It makes me a lot of money.
I would tell you you can revoke it right after, but then you'll have to like bribe me.
And everyone will hate me. And everyone currently loves me. I have cardinals paying me. Cardinals.
Oh, you're only 48, I guess not.
Oh shit, there's gonna be a new cardinal. I gotta get my dude in there.
Your heir's already 30. Does she have? Okay, she has some kids.
I have 2 vassals right now that are cardinals. Vassal cardinals. Oh, my heir? Yeah, she's married, 2 kids. Her stats are pretty good. She got brawny and shrewd. My grandson got left-handed, though. He's obviously a Satan worshipper.
Poachers have been seen in Fritzlar, so I should probably send my spymaster bishop and my marshal to investigate them. I think I should eliminate the poachers or not. Monthly prestige plus 0 10. 0.1%. 0.1. -1 to intrigue.
That's just stuff you gotta decide.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I played this game. I don't know what any of this shit actually.
I was trying to make you a duke. Now you're a duke. Congratulations. But did you make all your men not lead armies?
Oh yeah, I did that immediately.
Alright, so back in the council tab, to the right of that, where you did that, there's 4 buttons on each person. That's what they could do. You want your chancellor to fabricate a claim somewhere. That'll allow you to declare war on someone. So pick a county near you that's not in our territory. You could hit E, and that'll show you all the green stuff. That's all us. But pick a county near you that we don't control. Hit the fabricated claim button on your chancellor and put him somewhere.
Alright, 1 sec.
Oh, this war is over. Damn, I didn't know you get gold from banishing people from the realm. That's awesome.
Yeah, you take all their shit. You
That's
banish somebody,
awesome.
yeah. This is real good.
Did you do that thing yet, Coffee? You got more things.
I've got a lot of stuff going on here.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
I gotta make it like choices. Every single time I make a choice, and the choice comes. Alright, what were you asking?
The fabricated claim thing, did you do that?
I did not. Where should I? Where? No, I can.
You'd put him like in the county right above yours called Paderborn if you want. The one to the left of that one called Münster.
Jesus Christ. Gotta get my brother on my side. Is there a way to sort by my regions?
E.
Okay. So let's see here. Where would be best to attack? You think like West Fries?
What?
This is Holland.
I don't know what you're looking at, man.
The one region close to the shore by our area that is not claimed.
Berg?
Country of West Friesland, country of Holland.
No, like, just look at the map, and each little county sectioned off has a name.
I need to resort. Right now it's zoomed in way too much. There's no names.
There's always news, even if you zoom all the way in.
Whatever I'm looking at, it whatever I click, it no longer shows names directly on the area. One sec. I also have to make a choice.
Hey, look at that.
That Spectre's guy?
Truly an inspiration to all of us.
Yeah, so I clicked that one option. That might have been the wrong option because nothing else has popped up to do arbitrary.
Apparently, I had visions, but that's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Blood of the Saint. That's alright. That's alright. Literally though, you could place that guy anywhere, fabricate a claim anywhere, coffee. It really doesn't matter where. Anywhere you can put him anywhere as long as it's not our territory. Because you will eventually pay a little gold and you'll get a claim somewhere, so you could attack it and then claim a new area.
Yeah, the area I'm looking to claim is it's just past Saxony, just above Saxony, Holland. It's west.
Like I said, it doesn't matter where. I don't know any of these areas here, so you just pick
I don't-
somewhere.
I don't
Usually,
attack somewhere that's like way too powerful. Right?
should
we
attack
are
Hispania.
Brittany. We will kill them all. But we usually pick a county right next to your county, and you expand in a line. That's what we all do. Usually want your counties to connect.
Well, I'm in Marburg, and I'm pretty sure I'm surrounded by.
You're not in Marburg. You're in Flutzler.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we can field more than Hispania can. For sure.
Well, the only problem is I still have defensive pacts against me, which is the whole world. If you look at my defensive pacts against me. Spectre, you're getting pillaged by Vikings.
I swear I'm gonna go over there and whoop their ass.
I have a new heir. What's the quickest way to like zoom to my current land via the?
Click the shield next to your character portrait.
Okay, so I figured something like that.
But you have to use your other people in your court. You have to use their skill. So the marshal, he's got a bunch of options. You literally could have your mouse over all these different skills they could do. Fabricate claims is the one you pretty much always want to do for Chancellor. You're going to want to either train troops, which will make it so you could raise more men. Click that and put them on your capital, your main town, your only town. I do research military tech, though, because I like doing some research. So you could click either of those two options, and then you literally just place him on the map by clicking your county.
I just got the option to improve my relationship with our good Duke Charles of Hesse by telling them when the judgment comes, I promise not to eat your soul.
Cool.
Now, your steward, I just got another castle. Cool. Recent events have increased your grasp of stewardship. Cool. Anyway, your steward, you want him to either collect taxes or research economy tech. Collect taxes every X amount of time gives you some free gold, so that's kind of cool. Research economy tech is self-explanatory. Your spy master, all that needs to be checked is that first button scheme. That'll help you know when people are trying to kill you. And then your court chaplain, you could usually try to have him go improve religious relations with the Pope, but fuck that. Just have him research some cultural tech on your main county. When you're all said and done, you might have a couple people standing on the map on top of your town, and that's how it should be. Did you get all that?
For anything like relating to like decisions, should I be doing those immediately, or are they half of them already?
What do you mean decisions? The pop-ups?
Yeah, like the.
Yeah, try to do those as they pop up. Probably most have to do with your focus you picked, because those tends to have little quest lines.
I thought my income for the longest time was only like 34, even though I keep building stuff. It turns out it's because I still have 5,000 troops.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention.
I just
apparently
thought that
have
was
a
my
lot of
retinue because they were on the same stack and that my retinue was big. But apparently my retinue's in kind of rough shape.
Like, I got a lot of gold.
Othon.
Anyway, so after you do all that council stuff, everything in minor titles, except commander, all that other stuff, you could put people that are in your council or whatever into those titles, and it'll make them like you a little bit more. It gives you a free opinion of you. Your court physician, that's important. Whoever you put into that minor title, you want to have the highest learning, and if you have no good candidates for that, what you're going to do is recruit a court physician, and you do that in the intrigue tab. It's with those buttons all at the top. It's like in the middle almost. It's a sword, little like letter.
I've got my court physician already. Learning
Okay.
skill 21. Master.
That's good. That's good. Your regent, that's who takes over if you die and become a kid, or if you leave the country or something. So you want someone that's not someone that hates you, because they could do bad things. And then commanders are the people who actually lead your army. So when you pick a commander, make sure it's not one of your council members. Or like your heir, because you could end up putting your son who's you
At the front of battle, yeah.
Yeah, so be careful with that. There's an auto assign commanders button. I never use that. I don't think I trust that. And then the last tab, my council, just shows you easily like what everyone's loyalty is kind of towards. That only matters when you die and you become a kid. If your council's not all loyalists or the majority, you basically won't be able to do anything until you become an adult, so that'll suck. So you tend to want to pick people that are loyalists to be in your council. Now the next...
So the regent, is that picked out of already people in your...
It's people in your court.
council?
Pick people in your court.
So ideally you just want someone with a really high loyalty.
Say that again, sorry?
You want someone in the designated regent position to be someone with a high loyalty. What else? What other good things are there to have in the designated regent position?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you just pick someone that doesn't hate you, to be honest. That's pretty much all you got there. If their skills are good, that doesn't hurt you either. If they're average, whatever. If they have like a balanced set of skills, all their numbers are fairly higher, that's good.
My liege, I fear a rivalry stranger my commitment to my feudal duties.
Anyway, that next tab, the laws tab, is one to the right of council. That's important because it sounds like you might have some problems with some of your laws. Basically, inheritance, that affects, you know, when you die, what's gonna happen with that? What does it say your inheritance is?
Specifically gender laws or what?
No, go above that, just to the right of all the people, above all the people's heads, their portraits. It should say like absolute cognatic something, maybe seniority or elective gavelkind or something.
Cognatic, gavelkind.
Yeah, so if you hover your mouse over those words, it's gonna tell you exactly what happens with those laws.
The titles of the ruler are divided among his children. If the oldest gets the primary title, the ruler has
Yeah.
no children who can
You don't
inherit
want
the
that.
laws to promote.
That means when you die, and if you have siblings, your shit's gonna go and you're gonna have to kill your siblings. So you either want seniority, succession laws, or you want, ideally, primogeniture. If you hover your mouse over the question mark that says conditions, those are what you need to do to get those laws. If those are already all greened out, you could just hit the little hammer with the check mark.
Say that again, sorry.
To change your succession laws, there's a little question mark on that same tab that says succession laws, and there's a little gray question mark, and it says, hover your mouse over it, says conditions. It tells you what you need to get changed to that law.
I don't see any question marks. I see the hammers. I think we were talking about the hammers and check marks, but oh, there we go. Right, directly next to them. Jesus Christ. I thought.
Yes. So that's what you need to switch those. So what don't you have?
Currently I have succession laws. Seniority I need has been for at least 10 years. And no vassal has a negative opinion.
Well, the good news is you only have like 3 vassals right now, so you can hopefully fix that. But basically, let me look at your vassals. Only one hates you, so that's not that big of a deal. And you haven't reigned for 10 years yet. But once those things are done, you could change that. And so there's your succession law. You go 1 tab over, though, that's inheritance. Then you go to realm. Those are your realm laws.
Centralization, min, revoke title, none, administration.
Oh, wait, revoke title's done. You want revoke title allowed.
Right. There's no negative to allowance now.
No. It just means you can actually revoke titles. What's your administration at? Is that on there? Is it feudal?
Yeah, I'm feudal. I mean, there's no way to be not feudal at this point stage in...
Well, you want that to go to late. The way you do that is through the research, kind of why I told
legalism.
You should...
Legalism is greater or equal to 3.
That's one of your technologies. All the other stuff doesn't matter except investiture. You kind of want that set to free if you see that in your thing. And then you also want controlled realm inheritance. You want that illegal. So that means like people's titles in your court can't leave your realm. That can happen sometimes. Those are the ones that really matter. The other tabs there, council. You want everything set to abolish a ruler in the council tab. You don't want your council to have any power because fuck them. Obligations, you could leave everything in the middle. If you hover your mouse over any of this stuff, it tells you what changing it would do. So there's that. The next tab at the top, technology is really simple. Once you have enough points to do something in technology, the grayed out shit will light up. And you just click it, and then that's it.
Alright.
I would not click any buttons in that cultural tab, the far right one, because you want to wait till you always have enough to upgrade your legalism first. So get your legalism to 3. And if you hover your mouse over the little up arrow and magnifying glass, it tells you what the cost is and how many points you currently have. So all the other stuff, military economy, as those little up arrows appear, just click them. That doesn't really matter.
Other than cultural?
Yeah, other than the cultural. Just get your legalism to 3 first, then worry about the others. Your military tab, the next tab at the top, is where you raise all your men. There's 3 tabs. The tab on the left from the top is your retinue. Those are just a standing army you could raise that costs a little money, but it takes longer to kind of recuperate. Don't really worry about that now. Your army levies, there's 2 buttons in there. One says from Demi, whatever it's called, Demi. The button is raise your personal levies, that's your own men. Those will cost you gold to raise, a lot of gold. Then your vassals' men, that's all the people under you. That's the men they have to give you for you being their lord. And the longer you have those men raised, the more those people tend to hate you, your vassals. So they're like, those are my men, I want them back.
So basically, if I want to start a war, I have to do it with a limited amount of my vassals' armies in a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll hate me in turn.
I mean, what you do is you raise them all, and we try to get the war done sooner rather than later. Because what it really hurts you more is the amount of money your men will cost you. Fleet levies, you don't have any, I don't think, boats yet, so you really don't have to worry about anything in there since you only have your one county. But what's important is the tabs at the bottom, the vassals. That first tab, that just kind of shows you how many each vassal is giving you, and you can individually raise their men. I never do that. Mercenaries tab, this is important because this is where you go to hire mercs. You probably don't have any money to do that now, but in there you can kind of see, it tells you how many of the different types of units that Merkel has, what they cost, the monthly cost.
You don't really need to explain that. That makes sense to me. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, one sec. I just gotta make some decisions here.
Right.
I'm trying to pay attention so you don't have to re-explain all of this shit.
I mean, I'm sure you can figure. I'm sure you could. There's a lot of stuff RTSs always have that much shit. You could probably figure it out in 30 minutes without playing it by watching like a CK2 tutorial video. I'm sure.
Yeah, so you'd have to watch a whole series of them, but yes, I linked some in the channel once. They might be pinned in the strategery.
I just mean basic stuff though. Like can be learned in about 20-30 minutes. Obviously,
I only cover the basics. The important thing about mercenaries is they always spawn on your capital county. Since you only have one, they will spawn there on the map. And if you look around at the map, you can see an army already kind of moving. It's on your territory right now. That's what it looks like when your men are ready. They're just kind of walking in place as they move. Holy Orders tab and that same military thing. Those are just, I don't know if you'll be seeing that, I think you will, but that's men you could raise, like the Holy Orders. You could raise their stuff. Instead of money, it costs a little bit, but instead it costs piety.
I figured as much, yeah.
And by the way, if you didn't realize, in the top right corner, that's where you see all your values. You got your wealth, your prestige, and piety. Piety, honestly, and prestige are really not that important. The only thing you ever really need prestige for is declaring wars. Sometimes requires a little bit. Other than that, you really don't need to worry about either of those. Anyway, the intrigue tab, this is where you do most of your decisions. If you scroll through to the decision, there's always like 4 or so at the top that are always there. That's promote a commander. If you have a commander spot open, it automatically tries to find you a random character that has a higher martial. There's invite holy man, that automatically finds someone with a higher scholarship. And then you got the noble and present debutante. Those, I forget which one gives you what type of skill, but
should I shut the gates?
Now that's if there's a like a disease thing near you, so no. You'll see England gets them a lot. There's little outbreaks of different things that appear, smallpox or whatever. When it's like right near your town, that's when you close your gates.
Do you get a warning or just watch?
You have to watch the map, but you'll get
usually
a
pop-up will be there.
It will once it hits like your part of the country. So when it hits England, then we all of us in England get a pop-up that this is broken out here in England. That's usually too early to close it because sometimes it can miss your town and you don't really want to stay with your gates closed because people start to eat each other and AGR will eat you or something. So there's that.
I would never. You don't have any good traits.
But anyway, in the intrigue tab, some other stuff that pops up in the summer. You can hold a summer fair, or you can hold a feast. Those are things to do that only cost a very small amount of gold, and they kind of make everyone like you and get you prestige and other stuff. So you can do those as they pop. I think I've expelled the Jews, so you can't borrow from the Jews until I welcome them back again. But you're always going to get free money from the Jews. I let them back into the kingdom. Everyone borrows 300 gold from them. Then I kick them out, and you don't ever have to pay them back. So there's that. The known plots tab below decisions, that tells you what you know about who's trying to kill you and who's trying to kill who. So that's important to watch like frequently, because I just looked right now and someone's trying to kill my son. So that's important to know. You could from in there you could right click their name and you could have them imprisoned if it's like a plot. I don't remember what specific, if it has to be a specific plot, but you can usually imprison people if they start plots.
You can also castrate prisoners, can't you?
You could do anything. You could read them poetry. You could throw them in the oubliette. You could banish them, cut their heads off. You know, all the fun stuff. And as you gain prisoners in fights, they'll be in that prisoners tab there, which you can do all that fun stuff to them. You know, mutilate them. You could ransom them for gold. Usually, if they someone has enough, that'll pay for them. Or you could execute them. Factions tab, you don't really need to worry about. And then the religion tab at the top, again, you don't really need to worry about that. It's just got the Pope in there, and you could ask for the Pope for some stuff, and you could look at the fancy College of Cardinals, which, fuck it. And then societies, that's the only tab. It sounded like, AJ, did you invite him into the whatever?
I don't know what's the whatever.
The Satanic Order? Is that what you were doing?
I'm not in a Satanist order right now. I'm a hermetic.
Well, in societies, that's the fun tab. If you click the societies tab, it's the far right one at the top. And on the right side of that, there's a list all societies button. And you can look through those and kind of hover your mouse over them to see what does what. Basically, the Benedictine order and the Dominican order, those are the ones that you join if you can't join the Hermetic Society. Lucifer's Own, that's where you could sacrifice people to Satan and use dark healing to cure your bad stuff, and you could be a devil worshiper. But people hate that, and they tend to hate you.
Right.
The Hermetic Society, it requires like a certain amount of learning. If you hover your mouse over the up arrow to join, it tells you what you need. But that one basically helps you improve your learning long term. You could write a book, a magnum opus that could give you health. And the other two top orders are kind of just good for giving you better stats. Since you don't have a lot of good traits, you could join one of those, and slowly you'll get more and more good traits. You'll get the virtues.
The only one that I'm capable of joining right now is the Dominican.
Sounds like an easy choice.
Alright.
But those are pretty much all the tabs. That's pretty much all the basics.
How does pausing work in this game? Just spacebar?
I use the top right.
In multiplayer, you have to click
So
on
I
it.
might be able to push a weak claim through my wife for the Kingdom of Poland.
Remember, I can't help you.
Yeah, but Poland has like 5K of troops.
Is there a way to
It didn't let me.
fast like select the four of you? Like I can switch between your kingdoms with a
Technically, yeah, you can toggle us as special interest, and then we'll show up in the outliner on the right-hand side.
Who uses the fucking outliner? I don't even know what a special interest is. How do you know what that is?
I use it.
I don't use the outliner for much, but that is one thing I use it for.
There's a bunch of random ass shit in here right now. It's kind of cool. It shows you all your castle levels and how much men they can raise. That's kind of cool. Sieges.
If you have any, they'll pop up there.
Armies, navies, navy rally points. That's cool. Ooh, disabled alerts. This is where you do that. Ah, let's put threatening back on there. I've never used this or looked at it before now.
taking hostile action will likely anger China.
So I've turned it on so we could talk to China even though we're nowhere near them. That's done. There's a button just to the left of the minimap. It says the
Yeah, I see
Zhou
that.
Empire.
Yeah.
This is a good thing to do. You could click the pay tribute button and you could send him whatever it says, a commander, a concubine, and it'll give you opinion with him. And then once you get at least 500, you could ask him for a Chinese artifact. And what those do is those go to your treasury and they basically give you a boost to different things like prestige, income, piety. So those are cool. So you should always send him some tributes and stuff. You could always go down and kneel toe to him or whatever it's called.
Noto or Koto, Noto. Kowtow, yeah. For the Emperor. Kowtow. Send a eunuch, send a commander, or Kowtow for the
You're
Emperor.
trying to leave the council?
What? No, I'm trying to join the council.
Oh.
I think I'm better than your current chaplain.
You can't be a chaplain.
Oh. Shit, that's right. Sorry. Never mind.
Is this real life?
No, this is just me.
Yeah, I'll have those moments.
I mean, you're slightly worse than my steward, but you could be my steward. Yeah. That you just have to switch your thing to loyalty though when you get my council. I like having an all loyal council.
What?
Right, treasonous son of a bitch I am.
My spy master left? Did he die or something? What happened?
He can die.
Probably died. Yeah, he probably just got old. It's one of the most
He did look old, yeah. No, he's still alive. So why did he leave?
became ineligible. Maybe he is incapable or something now.
Damn, he was a good. Yeah, like it's.
So nothing has still popped up for me to lose arbitrary with the fucking rulership focus. Any thoughts?
What?
Trying to lose arbitrary. I have the rulership as I've had it since last game.
Do you have? You don't have any of your books equipped.
I do have one. It's a quality 4.
You don't have them equipped. You have like a bunch of unequipped books. Do you have all of them equipped? Do you have 4 out of 4? Oh, you do have a lot of books. Okay.
My daughter's fat. There. Is there any ideas though to lose this? I want to be a saint.
I mean, you can Google it. I don't know.
I did for a long time. Couldn't find anything of any help at all.
I have so much money.
Alright, I haven't even tried to fabricate a claim yet. Do you guys think it's a good idea to attack Marburg right next to me, or should I try and...
Yeah, see, the good news about them is it would just be you against him in a war. However, the problem is, this is what you always gotta check before you do any wars, early game, late game, whatever. Go click that county.
Yeah, I've been looking at
Then
it.
click his portrait. Then on the right side, look where it says Army Levies. It's like a, it's a hat. It says 3.07k. Okay? That's how many men he could raise right now. It just dropped to 2.95. Still dropping. That's good.
For me, it
Anyway.
says 3.07. Oh, you gotta hover in on it for just, yeah, okay. Yeah.
It updates
For you,
periodically.
you could raise 901 men. So you would be outnumbered in that fight, and I would not be able to help you, nor would any of us, unless we request to join your war, which I
Well,
can't.
we could send him money for mercs, but I don't have any money.
I could send you money to raise mercs. That's an option, yes.
I would say that you also need to look when you're looking at levies. By the way, he's up to 4K he can raise. When you look at levies, also go to the tab that says pacts and check to make sure they don't have any alliances.
Which he does. He has a one against. He's in a defensive pact against us. Defensive pacts against the Byzantines and against.
This is all the kind of stuff that I was looking for, but there's just so much fucking, stuff going on that I don't understand that it's hard to find exactly the information I need.
That's how it works.
Sensory
I'm
overload.
on my 6th child.
I took of all of the whatever because I
Anybody-
was on my six.
Anybody they want to marry off, I have a bunch of kids. Here, hold on.
Same.
How old's your kid?
How old is my kid? I have a bunch of kids.
Do you have anyone at the age of 2 ready to marry?
I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
I think the 3-year-old
which
and my 2-year-old would probably do good.
Should I just switch away from rulership and then try to go back? Since having it now, there's
There you
no
go.
pop-ups.
Yeah, you can close it and try to bring it back up and see if it'll help. I've done that before.
A 1-week claim can be pressed.
Yes.
Changrief Balormark of Saxony. Declare war on character? Which character? Who? Oh, Guineas. Okay. Guinness.
That's racist, man.
Grand Chief Belkermac of Saxony is the weak claim that I can press. I don't know how to come back to this menu.
Basically, he's gonna put you at war with all of Saxony.
Okay, so no. Why would it say it's a weak claim?
Sometimes you get those from like maybe your wife's brother or whatever, or something to do. Weak claims are usually ugh. They're usually in faraway lands that don't matter.
By the way, if the claim doesn't belong directly to you, there's a good chance if you don't set it up right that the person who you're using the claim for, like your vassal or whoever, will just end up independent. You won't get the land.
Queen of Australia wants to marry my daughter. Who? It's blah 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 blah. I mean, I don't really really care about her. But Austrasia is dead, so I'm gonna decline. Fuck off. Just had another vassal put on the Cardinals. Oh, I could give you a gift. Where are you? Coffee. Here's some free gold. Wow, that's not a lot of gold.
Nice.
Joy.
How much gold do you have right now?
Only like 7,000.
Okay, I only have like 300. So that's 27 is a lot for me.
Oh,
You died.
I was murdered by Bishop Otto Pin.
He is not a loyalist, but I'm gonna put him on my caps.
The person who murdered me lives nowhere even kind of near me.
That sucks. I could teach you a virtue if you'd like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Enjoy diligent.
I love it. It's great.
Now I need a new regent AGR. How could you? Ah, yes, Underdog. You will be the regent of the realm.
Excellent.
I'm really upset that I can't lose this fucking thing. Damn, this one dude owned 3 baronies and he fucking hates me. I may or may not have usurped his title and revoked his title and humiliated his kin and his family, but what does he want from me? Okay. Is the Grand Mayor, is that someone important? A Grand Mayor?
In my territory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to kill him.
Well, that's fine. That's my vassal who happens to like me, but
I took a gamble at a
At the end of the world.
bridge and now I'm disfigured.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those types of things.
No, I was like, I didn't want to spend like 50 gold. of
it doesn't
the
matter
little
if he's
gold.
murdered. It's, as long as he doesn't have his titles revoked or anything, it should be fine.
See, what the bad thing is if disfigurement, it just makes you wear a mask. However, you're severely injured, and that gives you, if you hover your mouse over that trait, it gives you -2 to your health. That's bad. Because now if you get any other sickness, you're probably gonna die. Also, there's a new thing you could do. If you click your brother's portrait who hates you to stop him from trying to kill you, you could go to click his portrait and then where those little bubbles are, one of them is Sway Baron Savory. That will get him to like you more if you pick to the options that appear when you talk to him. I've tried to do that so he doesn't murder you.
All of my options are terrible. It was bad or worse. So I think.
No, I'm saying if you do what I said, you click his portrait and hit sway, your character will attempt to like write him letters to make him like you.
Hey, could anyone give me some gold temporarily so I can declare a war to Steele County real quick? I only need like 250.
Congratulations, you've won the realm's lottery.
Or I could just plot to kill him.
You want to marry me? Oh, you want me to mentor you? I thought that said marry. I was like, what?
I don't think that's gonna work.
I don't see sway anywhere in the options.
It's underneath the treasury thing and the bloodline.
Oh, okay, I don't have that option.
God, she'll be my companion.
He's either hiding in seclusion, traveling, or otherwise occupied with important business. He meets absolutely all of the traits to not.
Oh. He's probably doing something right now. Fucking your wife.
Even if he's not, he also has the trait arbitrary. So
That doesn't matter. He doesn't have arbitrary.
he doesn't, right? It also says he has to not be a rival of me to be swayed, which he is a
Well, that's not gonna work then. Never mind.
rival.
You could do that, yes.
Kill him.
Or excommunicate.
That is also, I'm sure, an option.
Kill it.
Alright, first things first is the actual something I'm gonna do here. Who around me can I actually try to fabricate claims on? It seems like everyone that I'm surrounded by is either in a gigantic alliance or with me.
So the problem once we get later in the game, there's usually only big empires left for the most part. But the thing is, eventually, if you do get a claim somewhere, we'll be able to claim it once people stop hating me.
Alright, I get a little bit of my health back. At least I'm not at -2, I'm at -1.5 now.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm smack dab in the middle between Saxony and Britannia, and I assume, are they all in some kind of alliance? Or...
We're Britannia.
Oh,
You're a part of us.
Okay, so
I'm the emperor of all of Britannia.
Okay, so how do I move? I can move through your borders easily.
You could
right?
go
Like,
wherever you
land-
want. You could go walk anywhere on the map you want, literally. Except the ocean, you will need boats to cross.
Yep.
Your characters will automatically go around ponds and stuff that they can't go around. So, people are leaving defensive packs. They're leaving. I have no threat. They're leaving. Oh, it's 4%.
So if I wanted to go to Weinsberg, just south of Britannia, should I war with them, or is there some kind like I can just use my spy master to plot
what
the
you
kill?
do,
What's the
what
best
you
way?
do, is you declare war, then you go to the military button. That's F6, or just go up to the top and click military, and then army levies, the tab army levies, and then from domain and from vassals you would.
You only
click the
raise them though
personal
once you're at war though.
Yeah. After
The
you
problem
declare them.
though with that war with Weinsberg, if you click her portrait and declare war, you can see the different reasons you could use to declare war on them. The important thing when you do that is once you're in there, you'll see you hover your mouse over those options. They say when we declare war blank. Some of those options cost a lot of things, like border disputes cost lots of gold, lots of piety. De jure claims cost 1,000 prestige. Forced vassalization usually is fine, or extort tribute and establish tributary state. That does not mean you get the county, it just means they pay you with money or money and gold. You're paused, Jer?
I don't mean to be.
We have no defensive packs against us. Let's go to war for that whole kingdom of, let's see. Is it theocracy? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. We go for Flanders. That's near your territory, GR, I believe.
I was looking at Flanders as well. They've got kind of limited territory.
Lower Lorraine is slightly bigger, though, but we might want Flanders first.
I would like Flanders.
Specifically
That could be
where
my stuff.
Weinberg, Cham.
I would personally like to have Flanders.
We do a holy war for Flanders with Saxony. Any disapproval?
No.
Gather the troops. All right, so now we're in a big war.
Do I have to raise my vassals, or does that happen on?
No, you would have to manually raise them. But what everyone should do first is offer to join war. So click my port. You could go to England, and the big on the map you will see my banner. It's a giant gold shield with a red dragon and white thing. And then you click me on the girl, and then you offer to join war. That'll make this easier. That way we all see all of our men and stuff.
Okay, sent.
Okay, now you can see all of our men across the map. Blue is your allies, green is your own men. My men near you are going to gather on Auschwitzberg. It's directly to your south. So you could raise all your men and have them go to that county one below you. You just select them all with clicking and dragging, and then right-click, blah, 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 blah.
To raise more armies, though.
Yes, raise them all. Raise the mise and vassals. Raise the men. Raise the banners.
Should I raise my Demencies as well?
Raise all the banners.
Domain. It's pronounced domain.
Domain?
Domain.
Yes.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Because
I
English.
just researched it? You think I've played this? Did you know this before the game?
No, I did not know it before the game, but that's why I'm telling you, so that now you
That's
can
good.
know.
Thank you. Now I know.
Now you know.
The more you know.
The more you know.
So you say click and drag?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fucking hints. Alright. Oh shit, did I lose my command?
I forgot to raise my boats.
Battle of Bastard. Defeat of my 64 men. They all died.
Yeah, that just happens. But select your men and move them to gather with me, because you're separated right now.
I can't. Right click, left click?
You select by holding left click, make
Yeah.
a square like
Yeah,
any
yeah.
other game. Select them, then right click the county. They will move.
Flanders?
No. Just go one county to your south. It's called Eschweiz-Blah-Blah-Blah-Berg.
Walkenberg?
Alright, you're moving them way too far south. Now your men are going. Stop them from moving.
Where
You should
to go? I don't see the name. Like all of the.
see my army. My army, the 6,934. That's where you want to stay. Now that your men are there, what you do, once they all get there, you're gonna select them all again, and on the left-hand side, it'll say Army of whatever on the left side of your screen. You're gonna have a couple buttons. One of them is gonna be merge. Once your other two armies gets there, you're gonna want to merge them all together, and then there's a chain link thing, and it says attach your army to follow whatever. You're gonna want to attach it to me. That means you won't have to do all the micromanaging, and I will.
And
Your men will move with mine.
that only comes up once I'm actually at Ashen for Ashen.
Well, two of your armies are. You have 52 men on their way. Why are we at speed 1? Jesus.
Okay, they're all in one place.
You select them all, merge. And then link. Attach them to me.
Link.
It's attach. I always say link, but it's attach. It's one of the buttons next to
It looks like a link. Yeah.
Alright, so now we're gonna go attack some dudes. I don't know where all this attrition is coming from.
Well, it might just be the size of your army.
There's 6Ks now.
Supply limit is 1K.
Yeah, that county just got fucked. Just got fucked right up.
Wait a minute. For a long while now, you have not felt the presence of the Blessed Virgin in your thoughts. You're starting to whether there really is any truth in the Bible or have it's just an old book. I don't want to lose zealots, right? I needed that. Right?
It helps, but you don't need it.
I'm not gonna lose it. I might gain depressed. I don't think I gained depressed. We're good. 99%. Siege into the county. Let's go
sieging.
It's capped because we haven't won a major battle.
Put our armies together and go fight something.
Allahu Akbar.
It's more of a Deus Vult situation,
Does he
really.
even have a big army for us to fight?
He had 1,800. He's
Yeah, up north he's got like 5K.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's fighting our men. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. Hurry! Everyone join the fight! Well, we're gonna lose some men, Coffee, but don't worry, we will be avenged. We may lose the battle, but we will win the war.
Oh man, they haven't lost many at all. Is it a siege?
You're outnumbered. Don't worry, my 7K's coming though. We'll be alright. He's chasing us, but our men have almost arrived. He's asking to offer peace. What peace terms are these? Oh, we can enforce demands. All right, now we send all of our men back, and we could dismiss them.
As soon as they're in friendly
You won.
territory. I would like all of those territories. Primarily because they will make my borders look very pretty. And I already have a merchant republic, so
Pope wants me to pay him 1,000 gold. Fine.
Alright, should do I bring my vassals home, or are my
Yeah, you
vassals on
dismiss
his
them.
home, or they did it?
Then you
Yeah.
gotta manually dismiss them.
you highlight them and then you click the red disband unit button. Or you, can
Or
open
you
it.
go to military tab. Damn, another one of my sons died. It fucking whatever. Whenever you read AJR, did it say if I have arbitrary, I will not? This won't
There are
work.
2 vassals you also have to... You
What?
want me to check? There's 2 vassals left to transfer. I'll look it up. Betrothal, my brother. Yeah, sure. I'll look. You're worried about which trait? Pace.
Whoa. Arbitrary.
Yeah, don't have arbitrary. Yeah, you don't want to have that. Also, it's the opposite of just, which is a pretty good trait, so you don't want to do that.
Well, how do I get just? Maybe you could find something. There, you should have all that stuff now.
Thank you very much. Yeah. China has a devastating plague. Oh, I can send them a physician. I will send you a physician, because that is a lot of grace I get. Ooh. Okay, so
So what?
you don't need to have just for this, I'm pretty sure, but
Well, how to lose arbitrary and get just? I couldn't find anything on how to lose arbitrary. I mean, I've tried the rulership thing and nothing was really happening.
yeah, rulership definitely is gain just, diligent, or ambitious, lose arbitrary, slothful, or content. It might be that you already used rulership to get us something different done, and that's the problem.
Am I out of options?
No, probably not, but I don't know what your options are if you don't have that available. Yeah, I don't think the theology focus will help you. I mean, it'll help you get more of the virtues, but don't you have
I
all
have
of them?
all of them. The only reason I picked it was for quest.
Yeah. I hate that quest. It's a big waste of time.
Or was a mission, whatever.
I would like more virtues. More virtues.
Yeah, well, I want to be a saint, so make me a saint. These ports could have cool garrisons.
Mm-hmm.
Like 550 dudes once it's max upgraded in 4.6.
King Golden World People.
That would be Spectre. When did you die, Spectre? Or have you been dead? Or young?
Right after the guy who got
Oh yeah. You were just very young.
Oh, wonderful. Agnes and King Golden Boy. and their horribly disfigured father. Or her horribly disfigured.
The Marshal of Wales is a bad man. I must burn him.
Okay.
I can also
That's
now
my father.
usurp the Duchy of Flanders.
Okay.
Hey, your father's dead, bro.
It's funny because I just got an event that was like, I wish this guy was my. And it's some like 13-year-old kid. Apparently your grandson, your 13-year-old left-handed grandson who isn't your heir for
She
some
have a
reason.
daughter.
Why didn't you switch it to be your grandson? Or somebody else who's not 36? Well, see. Elective succession is pretty good, man.
Sick, my husband could be Marshal. He has no eyes. He's
Can you have a
badass.
chancellor that's also your court physician?
Yeah, court position's a minor title.
Because my best option for chancellor also has a best minor title.
I almost had enough fucking stuff to become a magus in the fucking hermetics before I died too. I was about to write my damn magnum opus. I guess it doesn't matter, I have enough books.
I just want to lose arbitrary and be a saint. Is it?
You okay with it?
Server was lost, game lit.
Yeah, I see coffee, you disconnect.
Says you disconnect.
Saw it.
Might not be a bad idea to call it now, anyways.
Yeah, we get
Yeah, it's
caught. I
pretty
gotta
late.
go to bed. But you got the basics down, coffee?
If you answer no, it's okay.
I think it was saved.
Alright. Good
Yeah,
game,
the-
gentlemen.
The basics down, coffee?
All right, Johannes the Devil, Queen Aelfrith the Wise, Queen Margaret the Lame, Queen Margaret the Devil, Queen Margaret the Black, King Johannes of Wales. My score is 33,243.
I forgot to look again.
29K.
All right,
Johanna.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yep, you guys have a good night.